afternoon, Taurus. Welcome to Sin Concepts Tarot. My name is Cynthia, and today we're doing that timeless week ahead reading update for you. So what that means, Taurus, at time of viewing this, whether you're Sun, Moon, Venus, or rising, use your intuition. Something should definitely resonate with you, and I only want you to focus on those things that do. Anything else, leave it for another. All right, Taurus, let's get started because I pack a lot into these week ahead readings. Today I'm going to start out with the Zodiac 108 deck. Now this got a lot of definition, little information, and helpful insights for the general reading ahead, as well as person, places, times, dates, events, or answers to yes and no situations do occur as well. So let's dive in and see what we pulled for you this week. Taurus, at the top we have the bonfire. Bonfire is all about enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, ignite, passion, ecstasy, even perhaps exhilaration, that spark, community coming together, or even just get things going. It does have other things like orgasms, fevers, and fierce energy. It's really packed full. You also, Taurus, have baggage. Now, baggage is about excess, unresolved issues, perhaps held together, preparedness, a pack rat, fearing separation, even, as well as heavy burdens, responsibilities, necessities. Prepared to go to the next phase, or even a long journey may be occurring for you. And finally, we have the emptiness. Now, the emptiness is about moving on, Taurus. This is like knowing home, cycle, completion, emptiness, final endings. It could be new beginnings, because obviously if you have an ending, you have a beginning, as well as you got that vacant separation, making adjustments perhaps, feeling lonely, but beginning a new life, or even graduating in some level or another. We're going to dive into the general reading today, and that might become a lot more clearer for us. Now, if you're into numerology, we do have 178 here, 178. Now, if you go onto the Google search engine block and just type in angel number meaning 178, you're going to get an additional angelic message for the week ahead too. Now, Taurus, that does also work into that lucky number 7 in numerology, and 7 in tarots are often about perhaps contemplation, standing firm on your ground, or even, I dare say, some confusion or being undecided. So today we're going to use a good tarot deck, and I'm going to pull 2 cards for the beginning of the week, 2 cards for the middle, and 2 cards for the end of the week. And then we'll come back and clarify with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck as well. So let's get started here with the beginning of the week, right there, flipping out. We got Ace of Water at the beginning of the week, as well as the King of Fire. Middle of the week, we have the 10 of Water, as well as the 7 of Air. And finally, Taurus, the end of the week, we have the Empress coming out and the High Priestess. All right. What a combination for the end of the week for you, Taurus. All right, let's start at the beginning. We had that Ace of Waters as well as that King of Fire. Now, Taurus, Ace of Water is all about a brand new cycle, emotional cycle coming in. Now, this is about compassion, affection, understanding, overabundance of flowing emotions, and starting that whole new path, that new cycle, like we said, endings and beginnings. So we're going to have a beginning here at the beginning of the week, and this is all about the emotional and feelings cycle that you're going to be undergoing here, starting a new beginning. Now, this may be in regard to a new emotional feeling cycle that you're dealing with a King of Fire in place here. Now, King of Fire, those are like someone with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius within them, a very masculine energy coming forward. And the masculine characteristics therewith is, someone who's, very strong, but perhaps, creative and in their ways. They're charismatic, but they're very much kind of like that lion in the jungle. They're courageous, they're strong, and they really want to take control of things and be the leader in a situation. But they definitely, they can be, they often, they do make, take leadership. They make decisions from a passionate, emotional stance as well. And it may not necessarily be from a loving decision making. It's more impulsive, that passionate energy at that moment, and that fiery, that keen and fiery sense, right? So that is coming in play for you. And like I said, the characteristics from Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and it could definitely be within your own characteristics here in your own natal chart, Taurus. But I'm really getting a feeling this is regarding another who has these characteristics as well. Now, moving into the middle of the week of this upcoming week, we have the Ten of Water. So this is a big, bountiful blessing. This is the completion of the water cycle. You got the Ace of Waters, and here's finally finishing up middle of the week, just really completing that water cycle. And this is the abundance. This is like just overabundance of love, and whether it's a family blending together, abundance of love, or just really the abundance of you loving yourself. And believe me, that's coming into play as well, because 10 is always after 9 is completion. But this is a blending of family love, and that the bountifulness, I always, in the Radiant Rider deck, I always say it's kind of the unicorn and rainbow desire and dream card coming out with the end of the cycle of the cups. But this is definitely showing up the middle of the week. So that is a good sign. You do have the Seven of Air here as well. Now, the Seven of Air, this is regarding the fact that there may be certain issues that I'm getting this impression that you might have to, kind of stand firm a little bit on certain things here. The Seven of Air is coming to where you have some direction, communications going on. There is a lot of communications everybody's having at this time, Taurus. So we'll get more clarification on if this is you standing firm on your ideals or someone else, and kind of, creating this chaotic energy coming through. We do, at the end of the week, though, have an Empress and a High Priestess energy coming into play. Now, the Empress, this is all about that highly fertile, divine feminine energy coming out here, Taurus. Now, this, like I said, this could be your energy coming into play, a more mature individual who's got these divine feminine, almost maternal instincts coming into play, or it could be another that you're coming into. But the Empress herself is a lot of Taurus energy. So I'm really feeling this towards you, this feminine, whether you're male or female, it makes no difference, Taurus. This is that maternal, protective, mothering, nurturing energy coming into play with the wisdom of being the mother of all four queens. This is leveling up to that level of having the wisdom gained and being able to bring that wisdom forward, regardless of your age. It's a maturity level of experiences that's coming to fruition here with this card, as well as really tapping into your inner knowing. The High Priestess card, this is gaining that insight, tapping into your higher self, using your intuition, and really discovering from within your own personal path, your own personal authentic voice from within, and being able to share that to others as you see fit. Now, just because you understand things by yourself doesn't mean you're necessarily going to share the secrets you discovered to others or everyone, but it is knowledge gained that you'll be able to apply in your communication towards others. So let's grab the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck here now, Taurus, and see where this is all going. A little more clarity, detail. We do have that Ace of Water, and like I said, that is a new beginning of emotional cycle here coming into play, the beginning of the week. And to clarify this, we got the Page of Cups coming in. Now, this is a very fresh, almost affectionate cup coming towards you, offering a gift offering, perhaps maybe even a affectionate apology regarding some situation coming towards you. And there is that Ace of Cups. So double soul. This, like I said, you are definitely beginning this whole new cycle of under, a whole emotional feeling cycle is beginning. So you definitely leveling up here. And it's starting off with this apology that's coming forth, as well as you got a page of wands here. This is good news. This is a good news message coming, and it is it's inspiring, it's motivational, as well as you got affection and compassion coming in with this new this new cycle of water. Now we do have that King of Fire, as I stated earlier here. That King of Fire is at the beginning of the week as well. And yeah, look at this. Okay, we have the Six of Swords here. Now this is all about wanting to avoid the chaos, drama, and you're seeking, you're moving away from that kind of dramatic situation and seeking out more solitude, maybe, just looking for the calmer shores as it is, and avoiding the chaos. Now that devil energy is coming out. This devil energy is always a good sign that you are indeed on the right track, because that devil doesn't waste his time with someone who's already messing up and going on the wrong path or in error. No, he only shows up to distract and uh, draw your attention away from the right path, because you're on the right path and headed in a good direction. Okay, so Taurus, just say thank you, but no thanks to any negativity, pessimistic inner criticism that may be coming up. Recognize it for what it is, that you're on the right path, and you're on the good path as that goes. Now, we do have that Five of Swords, and like I said, this is all about a change in communication, understanding, and it usually is something to do, Taurus, with you recognizing that even though you may be right about certain things in your own ideals, your thoughts, your understandings, others' ideals and merits have merit as well. So, don't just disconnect completely and not give any value to others' ideals and thoughts. A lot of times, even just listen to it doesn't mean you have to agree. It'll avoid a lot of headaches and having you have to get away, conflict type things. It really nullifies that, especially in regards to this King of Fire. King of Fire, he can get passionate, that masculine energy, very passionate. He's a leader. He's got to be the boss. He's got to, that authority figure. You got to, maybe pull back a little bit and realize, okay, you may have some merit. You may disagree with this individual, Taurus, but realize there may be some merit. You just got to find that understanding, and indeed avoid the conflict or chaos. Things get choppy waters, or find your solitude, just break away, and that gives it time. Don't let that devil energy incite the conflict. And that's where I think it's coming. It's that inner critic coming in saying, no, you got to stand your ground. You got to go back and, just argue out your point because you got to be right. Or, that just leads to chaos and drama. So at this point, Taurus, definitely, tell that inner critic, that devil energy, that no, I'm not going to fight. I'm just going to walk away. I'm going to find my peace and solitude. Your ideas got merit. I'm listening, but I'm not going to feed into this argument and get a headache type of energy. All right, Taurus, middle of the week here. Let's pull 3 clarifiers for that 10 of water. And like I said, 10 of waters, that's a completion of a cycle there. That is like the water is like cups. So that is that unicorn's rainbow ending there. And look at it. We got a King of Pentacles here. Look at this energy. I told you you're leveling up here, Taurus. King of Pentacles, very Taurus energy. Now you may, like I said, be a more mature individual. You've gained a lot of wisdom. You're also being a little more cautious with that energy, but you're a hard worker, down to earth, loyal, dependable, stable individual. And, the abundance is coming your way. It is definitely, you're very intelligent about and cautious about making decisions. So you may be a little slower than other kings or leaders in making that decision, but you definitely are, doing that measuring twice before you cut things off. Okay, so keep measuring. There is a decision you got to make coming into play, and while you may want to avoid tapping into your emotions, wanting to just focus, let's make this decision on practicality, not with your heart, rip that blindfold off. Yeah, You gotta balance things out with your heart, especially when you're starting a cycle. You're ending a cycle of emotions and feelings, and you're beginning a new cycle. To make that decision forward, you really need to um, just kind of rip that blindfold off and balance out your emotions with the practical logic and facts of the issue. And be cautious, don't go overboard, be calm and mature about it, making that decision. We got the Knight of Swords coming in, so that is a real fast action messenger coming in with this communication or the need to make a decision here. So, well, let's continue on, because also in the middle of the week we did have that Seven of Air, and we did want to get some clarity on that, especially with that fast acting Knight coming in and a Two of Swords decision needing to be made in the middle of the week. Now, Taurus, the clarifiers for you for that Seven of Air, we have the Six of Wands. This is about wanting acknowledgement and recognition, gaining it perhaps as well. You got the High Priestess. We got that at the end of the week too, but its energy is coming in here. This is using your inner knowing. This is you tapping in and realizing, perhaps acknowledging yourself, that maturity of understanding why you're going to stand your ground, so to speak, and defend yourself here. Now, we do have the Four of Pentacles coming into play. Now, the Four of Pentacles is about holding on tight. Yeah, there is something you are holding on tight. Now, this could be finances, but I really think it's something else more in line with your own thoughts, with this inner knowing that you're discovering, tapping into that you're going to hold on tight to your what's true to you as you are leveling up here. Let's continue on here. We do have the Empress, Taurus, and so let's clarify that Empress for you as well. And like I said, this is you leveling up that major arcana energy. And Empress energy is definitely very Taurian, earthy and fertile, and new beginnings, and just creatively being fertile to expand, almost like the Mother Earth card of the major arcana. And here we have the Queen of Wands coming into play. Now, we did have a King of Fire energy, that masculine fire energy over here. Now the Queen of Wands, which is another fire sign coming in here, or it could be a balancing harmony between masculine and feminine energies. But the Queen of Wands, very creative, charming, attractive, joyous, but at the same time very expansive. She has that energy of, kind of like just being creative, like the Empress as well. So perhaps you do have some of these qualities within your own natal chart, Taurus, and you're expanding upon that to the Empress. Leveling up is coming perhaps from this Queen of Wands energy. But remember that Empress is the divine mother of all four queens. We do have the Moon card here, so there perhaps is a little uncertainty. Don't get distracted. Once again, distractions are distractions. They're not useful or helpful. Those who presume or assume often create gossip and rumors that aren't true. So keep your use your inner knowing from that High Priestess to keep on that narrow path, that unique path that only you can see and only you know what your journey forward and the steps you need to take are. Keep your focus on that road ahead going forward, and don't get distracted, because right after the Moon card does come the Sun card. So you want that light of the day. Just keep focusing till that light of the day light shines up. The Hierophant is here as well. Taurus, the Hierophant energy is all that following protocols. There's procedural, organizational rules, and believe me, I know you're like, okay, we got to do this, do this, do this, do this, and you got that whole bullet list going. Okay, I'm going to do this and this and that. This is that following procedures element coming into play here. So even though you're a little uncertain about things as you're going into this empressy at the end of the week, you're setting, you're following the rules as set forth, and really pulling it in, and that's allowing you to really level up into this Empress power. Now, we do have that High Priestess, like we had that card earlier as a clarifier, but we have the High Priestess here, full on High Priestess at the end of the week. And there we are, Queen of Swords coming in. This is cutting the BS out of your life. So through this high priestess, this inner knowing, this discovery that you're discovering, you're going to be able to tap into this more air qualities of Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, where, oh no, it's facts, it's practicality, it's logical, and anything that's BS, well, you're just cutting that out. You're not even going to pay attention to that. It's like, that's useless. And look at that, Two of Cups. This is a negotiation, compromise coming together. You're using this inner knowing to create this dedication or commitment. Now, this could be with another individual, because we do have the King of Cups here. Now, this commitment, dedication, definitely could go towards this King of Cups, this masculine energy, regardless of gender. Like I said, take it as it resonates with you. But this King of Cups has that watery nature. That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming in. This is a very intuitive King of Cups who's able to stay calm amongst the chaos themselves. So maybe they're giving you advice or wisdom for you to come together, because you are into this negotiating stage, and or you could have these qualities within yourself, once again, one or the other, but it is between whoever has this air qualities into them, like I said, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, as well as the other individual has more of the watery qualities coming together. But it is a nice pairing coming together. But this is all about the commitment and dedication, and really tapping into that high priestess energy, that inner knowing, secrets being revealed between these two, and coming together at the end of the week for you. And as I said, there is, we see with the beginning of the ending of old cycles, the beginning of new cycles, it could lead to, maybe some, we had that with the empty nest, moving on, beginnings and endings happening, as well as removing the excess baggage, that's that cutting the BS stuff out. But don't fear the separation. Sometimes it is a necessity of things coming together and being able to negotiate or renegotiate, as it may be. Definitely preparations needing to start a new journey or the next phase of your journey. As well as Taurus, we have that bonfire, like I said, sharing ideals, get things going, ignite things. It definitely can get heated or intense, as we've seen with some of these arguments that may be developing for you, Taurus. But remember that you have the power and the choice, that you can pull yourself away, seek out solitude. Don't let that devil energy pull you into those arguments. All right. If this is resonating for you, Taurus, go ahead and hit that like button right now for me, as well as if you can care to comment in the comment section. I would love to read how this reading is resonating for you individually, or do you see, understand who may be who within the reading. Always gives me a little more clarification to know how my readings are resonating with my viewers. Now, also, if you're new here, Taurus, don't forget to hit that subscription tab down below, as well as that notification bell. That way you get notified next time I upload another video. You won't miss out on any of these. Now, today I am going to pull 1 to 3 cards from the Wisdom of Hidden Realms deck today. And I'm not going to read from the guidebook on these, but we'll get 3 good cards to move along, and then we'll move on to the other oracles as well. So it looks like you're getting 3 cards. So your 3 cards today from the Wisdom of Hidden Realms, Taurus. The first one, the Map Maker of Destiny. This is all about authentic purpose, as well as inspiration and having free will here. As well as you have the Spiral Dancer coming out. This is about circuitous route, as well as perception. So you may feel, I'm kind of going in circles here, but it is about that just being a perception. It's just you're not necessarily going in circles. You're just leveling up. Your life is all about cycles, not circles. So change your perception on that. As well as Taurus, you have the Fire Prince coming out. This is about that optimism, as well as perhaps some aggression coming into play this week ahead. So once again, take note of that. And as always, find your solitude. Don't feed into that aggressive energy. If you're into numbers, we also have a 24, 5, and 40. Alrighty, now we're going to move over to the Chinese 5 elemental oracle deck. And I'm just going to read the message from heaven and message from earth today on these as well. Okay, Taurus, let's see what you get today. And you have the wood tiger. All right, Taurus, this is powerful beginnings and progress, as well as the number on here, 51. Let me pull this up for you so we can get your message from heaven and your message from earth today. All right, Taurus, the message from heaven, wood element, invites you to enlarge the scope of your world. Get involved in causes, perhaps volunteer, networking, or just get with other like-minded souls. As well as the message from Earth for you, Taurus, is the tiger signifies that it's not only your time to roar, but also share your light with others who shine theirs in different ways. Together, you'll make a much bigger impact. All right, so let's set that down here as well as grab you one final Moonology card. Now, I will read from the Folk Guidebook here because, as I promised, something should resonate for you. And if it's not resonating yet, well, hopefully this has been entertaining, but also hopefully we'll find you an alternative reading on this card to help assist you in contemplating, focusing your meditation this week. All right, Taurus, one Moonology card for you this week is Be Bold and Make That First Move. All right, Taurus, this is the Cardinal Moon. Let's go ahead and grab that up here so we can get a more understanding of what we're dealing with here. Cardinal Moon, here we go. Taurus, excuse me. Now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands, Taurus. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and pretty great at organizing as well. So drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things just to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're actually asking about, Taurus. Now, this card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something, because if you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be a little less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want, Taurus. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up and be a leader. Yeah. So to attune to this moon card, Taurus, I am taking charge of my destiny. And additional meanings, Taurus, be bold and follow your heart and your emotions, as well as avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Also, come into your power, Taurus. The time for action is now. And finally, ask Ganesha, that's the Hindu elephant god, for help. All right, Taurus, I do hope something resonated for you this week. We'll catch you next time. Bye.